Hello and welcome to For You. I'm Reese.
I'm Nikki.
And today we're talking about the history of popcorn as a movie snack. Oh, I love popcorn so much. How do you feel about popcorn, Nikki?
Really? I only like the sweet flavor. I don't like salty popcorn.
Yeah, same. The salty one feels kind of weird, and I like the sweet one or the butter one. The butter one is so good. What do you
It's
usually
the
eat when you go to the
with,
cinema?
like sometimes with chocolate.
Yeah, I sometimes, actually, since being in Taiwan, where you can pretty much take anything you like into the cinema, I sometimes take my McDonald's into the cinema and eat it during the movie.
Yeah, that's convenient. I think they say you cannot bring anything that's very has a lot of strong smell.
Right, like chou tofu. No chou tofu in the cinema.
No hot pot.
Well, today's article is about popcorn and its relation to the movie industry. So let's get into reading today's article.
Reading.
The history of popcorn as a movie snack. Popcorn is everyone's favorite movie snack. Okay, it may not be everyone's favorite, but it's certainly a popular treat. In the US, popcorn started to become popular as a general snack during the mid-19th century. People were excited to watch corn exploding, and it could be made almost anywhere. Then, in 1885, Charles Cretors created the first popcorn maker that was powered by steam. This machine allowed popcorn to be made very quickly and with certain flavors that were already added. Interestingly, early movie theaters banned popcorn. They still maintained the appearance and style of traditional theaters. They didn't want people to eat food and create a mess on their beautiful carpets. However, during the Great Depression, movies became an obvious choice for cheaper entertainment. Before long, popcorn sellers realized that they could make money from selling popcorn outside movie theaters. Eventually, movie theaters began to sell popcorn themselves. So, this is why it's now traditional for people to eat popcorn at the movies.
So today's article begins with popcorn is everyone's favorite movie snack. Okay, it may not be everyone's favorite, but it's certainly a popular treat. Yeah, whenever I think about what I eat at the cinema, popcorn is usually the first thing that pops into my mind. Right, Nikki?
And I think only for cinema.
Yeah, popcorn's a snack you only really eat when you're watching movies. It's not a snack you usually eat at other times.
Yeah,
well,
except for some of the hot pot places here in Taiwan.
That's true, as like a kind of dessert, right? They give you popcorn sometimes. Yeah. Well, the article continues. It says, in the US, popcorn started to become popular as a general snack during the mid-19th century. Oh, wow, I didn't know that popcorn had such a long history. So let's talk about what the mid-19th century means. So the 19th century is the years between the year 1800 and 1899. So that's the 19th century. And mid here means middle. So the mid-19th century means in the middle of the 19th century. So roughly the years 1830 to maybe 1870, but not exactly.
今天呢，我们要介绍的就是爆米花的历史。那一开始在美国呢，爆米花变得比较受欢迎的时间是在大概19世纪中期开始。那19世纪呢，指的就是18XX年的这段时间。那我们现在呢，处在于的就是21世纪的 20th century。在19前面我们看到的一个 mid， 那指的其实就是 middle， 就是指的是19世纪中，可能是1840年或者是1850年那附近。
Well, then the article continues. It says, people were excited to watch corn exploding, and it could be made almost anywhere. So exploding is a verb, and to explode means to burst or shatter violently and usually with a lot of noise. And things explode when they get too hot or because of a chemical process. So think about a bomb. A bomb explodes. It can be very dangerous. When something explodes, it sends lots of little bits flying out, and if those little bits are hard, like made of metal, it could even kill you. We also use the verb explode to talk about when a person suddenly becomes very angry and they start shouting. They explode like a bomb. An example sentence with explode could be careful. If you light a fire in a gas station, the whole place could explode.
那大家就是说很喜欢看爆米花爆炸，也就是从玉米变成爆米花的过程。Explode 是动词，指的就是爆炸或者是爆破。那通常我们看到它跟炸弹啊，或是手榴弹来搭配 ，a bomb explodes or a grenade explodes。那它的名词呢，也就是爆炸，就会是 explosion。For example, a bomb explosion, a nuclear explosion， 核弹爆炸。例句说。你要小心耶，如果你在加油站点火，整个地方都可能会爆炸。
Yeah, very scary. Okay, well, back to the article. Then in 1885, Charles Creters created the first popcorn maker that was powered by steam. Well, a lot of old machines, like trains, were powered by steam. So what exactly is steam? Well, steam is a noun, although it can be used as a verb too. Steam is the stuff that rises into the air when water is heated. It's the water vapor that goes up, and it's usually white in color. Steam can be very, very hot, so do not put your hand close to it. Old machines used to be powered by steam, and the hot water in the air can make things move, and that can create energy. We also use steam to cook food, like rice and vegetables. An example sentence with steam could be, you will know when the water is boiling when steam begins to rise out of the pan.
那到了1885年的时候呢，就有一个人，我们家 Charles， 他就发明了第一台有蒸汽驱动的爆米花机。Steam 是蒸汽，在这边是名词，指的就是水，它达到沸点之后会变成的样子。那早期有很多机器啊，都是由蒸汽驱动的，像是火车，a steam locomotive， 蒸汽火车头。那 steam 如果拿来当动词用的话呢，也可以是蒸煮食物的意思。Steamed veggies or dumplings.
I love steamed dumplings. They're my favorite. Okay, back to the article. It tells us more about this machine. This machine allowed popcorn to be made very quickly and with certain flavors that were already added.
So they already had flavors back then.
Yeah, they already had different flavors kind of built into the popcorn. I wonder if they were the same as what we have today. Well, the article continues. It says, interestingly, early movie theaters banned popcorn. Wow, that's kind of hard to believe. Well, let's talk about this word ban. Ban is a verb, and to ban something means to stop something from happening or to stop something from being allowed. So if movie theater... No popcorn. That's a strange rule, a strange thing to ban. If movie theaters ban popcorn, that means you can't take popcorn inside. It means it's against the rules.
Yeah, it's against humanity. Now you think about it. 而且这个爆米花机还可以直接放有口味的爆米花，但是这么好看的东西竟然没有被倒修过，竟然在早期的电影院呢被禁止了。ban 是动词，指的就是禁止you're not allowed to do something， 或者是我们也可以换句话说 the popcorn machine was being forbidden。 forbid 是动词，也是禁止的意思，那它的PP form 就成了 forbidden。
The forbidden fruit. Okay, well, back to the article. The article says they still maintained the appearance and style of traditional theaters. Ooh, I do like, the way that old theaters look. I think they're really pretty. So the article described theaters as looking traditional. Traditional is an adjective, and if something is traditional, that means it's related to or part of a tradition. So a tradition is something that many people, usually in a particular place or culture or family, it's something they've been doing for a very long time. So something that's described as traditional is in the way that it has been done for a very long time. So if the theater is being described as traditional, that means the style of the building is probably quite old looking, just like it was maybe 100 years ago. An example sentence with traditional could be, the wedding is in a small village in South Taiwan. We should prepare some traditional clothing to wear.
Traditional 是传统 tradition 的形容词，那意思就是说传统的，也可能是有年代或者是有历史的。那这篇课文就告诉我们，这个电影院啊，它是维持着很传统的样貌还有样式。那除了 traditional 可以用来当传统的之外，我们也可以用另外一个字叫做 conventional to mean the same thing. For example, we can say a conventional wedding, or we can also call it a traditional wedding.
Right. I like traditions. I think they help preserve a culture. Okay, well, back to the article and some information on why these theaters maybe banned popcorn. The article says they didn't want people to eat food and create a mess on their beautiful carpets. Yeah.
We don't have any carpet.
Right? Maybe they can just have wooden floors, or I guess wooden floors are kind of a modern idea. But I guess this is a good point because popcorn is sticky and can make a mess. So mess is a noun here, and a mess is a dirty or untidy state of things or a place. If there is a mess in your bedroom, that means your bedroom is dirty, untidy, maybe there's stuff everywhere. The adjective of mess is messy. Mess can also be used to talk about a situation that is complicated and is going wrong. Nikki, is your bedroom a mess?
No, it's well organized.
I trust you. Okay, here's an example sentence with mess. I left my dog alone for 2 hours and he made a huge mess in the living room.
Yeah, does that happen with you with your cat?
My cat is like a dog. She makes a mess everywhere she goes.
好，那这些电影院呢，之所以不接受爆米花的原因，是因为他们不想要观众在他们这边吃吃喝喝，弄脏它漂亮的地毯。Mess 是名词，在这边指的是脏乱或者是凌乱。那可能是你刚刚吃完饭啊，弄脏桌子，满桌都是食物，那它就是一种 mess。又或者是你房间衣服都乱丢，妈妈就会进来，很不爽，然后就说 "This is such a mess," means that your room is messy. 那 messy 就是它的形容词，乱乱的，一句脏乱或是乱乱的。例句说，我把狗狗留在家里2个小时，然后它就把客厅弄得一团乱。And this often happens to me too, because we have a puppy corgi at home, and she always like chews on my slippers, and like there's some kind of stick.
Another word to look at is the word carpet. The article said that old theaters were afraid that the popcorn would make a mess in the carpet. Carpet is a noun, and a carpet is a big piece of fabric that you can put down on the ground in your house or in a movie theater. And it makes the floor kind of soft and maybe look nice. A carpet is usually stuck to the ground, and it covers the entire floor in a room. If there is a carpet that you can move easily, that's not really a carpet, that's more like a rug. Here's an example sentence with carpet. We should pull up the old carpet and put down a new one. The old one is so dirty and ugly.
Carpet 是名词，意思就是地毯。那通常就是毛茸茸铺在地板上的那种。那它的功用呢，可能就是会让你放在室内，会觉得比较温暖。但是通常你如果在东西打翻在上面，就会很麻烦。Having a carpet can be nice, but not when you spill something on your carpet.
Yeah, it keeps your floors warm, but maybe they get sticky and messy easily.
那我们也可以用 rug 来指类似的概念，两个都是地毯，但是 rug 可能就会是比较小片的地。
Okay, well, back to the article. However, during the Great Depression, movies became an obvious choice for cheaper entertainment. Well, yeah, I guess when people were having hard times with their money, going to the movie theater was a cheap and easy thing to do to have some fun. So the article used the word obvious here. Obvious is an adjective, and if we describe something as obvious, that thing is easy to know or understand. We use obvious to describe things that are not surprising to know about. Knowing this thing doesn't need much research or searching around. It's obvious, easy to know. An example sentence could be, the answer to the question was obvious, so everybody got the correct answer.
作文继续就说，但是到了经济大萧条的时候，看电影呢，它就变成一个很合理的选择了。因为相较可能其他可以做的事情，它是比较便宜的。那 obvious 是形容词，指的就是显然的或者是合情合理的。
Okay, we also saw the word entertainment, which is a noun. Entertainment is basically anything that lets you have fun. Entertainment can be watching a movie, playing games, or listening to music. We like entertainment because it's fun, it's enjoyable, and it does not feel like work.
Entertainment 是名词，指的就是娱乐。那它的动词呢是使愉快 ，entertain to keep people interested。那变成 entertainment 的时候呢，它就变成了娱乐或者是娱乐的节目。那 movies or TVs or any kinds of performances can be entertainment.
Okay, back to the article. Before long, popcorn sellers realized that they could make money from selling popcorn outside movie theaters.
那很快的，就是会有很多的爆米花商人开始意识到，他们可以在电影院外面卖爆米花来赚钱。Before long 指的就是不久之后，很快的意思。
So back to the article for the final sentence of today. Eventually, movie theaters began to sell popcorn themselves. So this is why it's now traditional for people to eat popcorn at the movies. An interesting history. The last word to talk about here is the word eventually. Eventually is an adverb, and it just means in the end or after a long time. Finally, it's the last thing that happens. We've been waiting for it.
It's like they just took a detour. They could have just sell it at the first place.
Right, just sell it inside.
最后呢，这些电影院也开始卖自己的爆米花了。Eventually 是副词，指的就是最后、最终。那通常都是过了很长一段时间之后变成的样子。For example, I have this bad habit of procrastinating, but I will still do it. Will still do whatever I need to do eventually. 那这就是为什么大家会在电影院吃爆米花的会成为一个传统的原因。It's something something for someone to do something. 那这边用到的呢是虚主词，意思就是说对某个人而言，这样做是怎样的。那课文这边的意思就是说，对大家来说，在电影院吃爆米花是一件很传统的事。
I'm still not a huge fan of popcorn. I think I prefer potato chips, but they're just too noisy. Okay, well, that's the end of day one. Let's go to our For You chat question.
For You chat.
So today's For You chat question is, do you prefer to watch movies at a movie theater or at home? Explain your answer. Which one do you prefer?
Honestly, I think it depends on the movie. Like a scary movie that is like really quiet but then suddenly very loud, or a movie like Avatar where it's like a huge, beautiful spectacle. I think those movies are better to watch in the theater because you've got a big, huge screen. But maybe like a drama movie. Yeah, and the sounds all around you. But if it's a very personal like drama movie, I think I would prefer to watch it at home. What about you, Nikki?
I think I prefer to watch movies at a movie theater because I don't because if I want to pee, if I'm at home, I will need to pause and then I'll probably forget I was watching the movie and I'll start doing something else.
Wow, you really have the memory of a goldfish, huh? Okay, well, you guys at home
Yeah.
can think about this question too. Do you like watching movies at home or in the movie theater? Maybe you can think about why. That's all we have for today, but we'll be back for more about different kinds of movie theaters. So, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Explode. The bomb exploded right outside the post office, but luckily no one was hurt. Steam. Kenny built a machine that boils water and uses the steam to cook vegetables. Traditional. It is traditional for people in some countries to celebrate Easter by giving chocolate eggs to others. Mess. Ryan's mom is angry because he never tidies his bedroom, so it's always a mess. Carpet. Carpets are common in cold countries because they help to keep the floor warm. Obvious. Billy didn't study for the exam, so it was obvious to his teacher that he would fail.
字汇小补帖
Ban. Entertainment. Eventually.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net